the way you think. All right, euro dollar down on the 60-minute chart. Now, we're still in trend continuation mode. We do have that structure level that we're bouncing off of that we should respect, but we're still in trend continuation mode. So if we do get them pushed back up to this level, you still have potential shorts up here around that 113.20 area. Let's see that. Let's go down to our day trading time frames. I've been watching this too. Kenny's going to be really happy with me. You hear, Kenny? You're going to love me for this. I've been watching this on the 13 range bar chart. I was watching pairs on the 13 range bar chart yesterday too, and I think I'm going to. This is pound yen, obviously, but I think I'm really gonna try and make an effort to really getting back on the range bar charts a little bit more. I say it every year. It doesn't mesh well with education. But selfishly, you guys know how I feel. Hey, Greystone. Selfishly, those are my favorite charts to trade. So I'm gonna try it. I don't know how yet. I may need to clone myself. I'm gonna try it. All right. So yeah, euro dollar. If you're looking for a trend continuation short, here's the area you're looking for right up here, 113.10s to 113.20s for potential short opportunity. Range bar traders, you may want to have those range bars ready. Let's head down to the 5-minute to see if we can get a better sense of what's going on here. Ooh, I see something that Jason Greystone would love. He might have saw this already. Does anyone else see it before I ruin it? You're not supposed to type it in. You typed it in too quick. I probably should have said don't type it in first before I finish my sentence. Or, look at this. Does anyone see what it could be? Wouldn't be a 2618 for me, no. We've already moved all the way back to our previous structure. But same type of setup. Not going to be a bat formation. But this is Jason Greystone's favorite type of trade, Fibonacci inversion trade, which works really good on range bars, by the way. That's where, if you guys get the video, it's called, go to Jason Stapleton's video. It's called Craziest Trading I've Ever Seen. Who is this guy? That's where he first talks about the Fibonacci inversion trade. And he's using the range bar charts. Works really, really good on there, yeah. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a must. It was titled perfectly to get the maximum amount of views. Check it out. It's under Jason Stapleton has a playlist called All My Best Stuff. It should be one of the big things over there. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah. And again, if you haven't seen it, guys, shame on you. Maybe it's me. Talked about it before. Maybe it's me. But when I was in my conscious incompetent stage of trading, I made an effort to watch every single thing possible. I was all in. I had watched every Jason Stapleton video twice. I had watched whoever else I was watching twice. I watched everything. I know it's a lot. There wasn't as many videos back then, but I was possessed. But yeah, Fibonacci inversion. So you can take your Fibonacci extension tool. You can invert it from the previous swing low to the swing high. Look for that 1618 right here. And boom, that's right in your zone. Now, another thing, you guys know I like to work on my trading a lot during the summer. Another thing that I've been working on is becoming even more aggressive in my trading. This has been something, if you would have known me, 3-4 years ago, I was probably the most conservative trader you would ever meet. I needed double top RSI diversions. I needed the sun to be in the exact right location or I couldn't take a trade. And I got in the habit of slowly, as I evolve as a trader, as I get better, of becoming more and more aggressive. Mainly because I was getting frustrated that I was picking some, like yesterday in the Euro, I was picking some very, very good trading opportunities. And then I'm sitting back like, whoop, can't get involved because of my rules. And then I'm watching it roll over in my direction. And you're counting the missed pips. You're like, oh, coulda, shoulda, woulda. So So I've made an effort over the years to get more aggressive. Now, it's been a slow effort. You don't want to just rush into it and start going crazy. But that has been something I've been working on. So I may continue to do that. Watching like a hawk yesterday. Very, very, very trendy pairs on both Euro Yen and Euro Dollar. You can see Euro Yen came down yesterday, spiked. And this is the daily chart. Tried to test our previous level of structure. Structure held yesterday. Tried again this morning to test our previous level of structure. Structure held yesterday. This is one of the things I talked about yesterday, and probably every day about kind of my past and why I have a lot of filters. And something I always say to newer clients that come into my training course is a lot of traders come in, they want to do everything. I had a trader the other day. He's like, I want to be a trend continuation counter trend trader that trades patterns and structure and consolidation and breakouts at the same time. Yeah. And I'm like, hold your horses. Can you say that again? He said, Akil, I want to be a trend continuation trader that trades counter trend opportunities and advanced patterns and consolidation and breakouts at structure. Yeah. And I was like, how are you going to do all of that? He's like, well, I don't know. And that's something that you got to be aware of because, again, what drives the market, guys? Buying and selling, right? Do you guys agree? Give me a yes. Buying and selling that moves the markets, right? There are buyers and sellers in the market. That's what makes it up. That means at any given moment in time, right? There is someone that is looking to buy. There is someone that is looking to sell. So there are different ideas all the time, and someone's winning, someone's losing. Very, very hard. Yeah, ultimately it's greed and fear. Pain too. Pain is a lot. But the pain, greed, and fear causes the buying and selling. It's hard to do a lot of things at once. And if you're not ready for it, if you don't have enough experience, you're going to get into a psychological drawdown. And let's use this as an example, right? This has been one of our gems all week. Break and close below structure, right? New structure low. Outside return. What type of opportunity was it right here? What type of trader would get involved right here? Trend continuation trader. Now let's say you're a trend following trader, right? Let's say you're a trend following trader. You're shooting for an extension, right? Because we're looking at this on the higher time frame. And I may need to go out to. I was talking to Greystone about this yesterday. What level were you looking for, Greystone? We're talking about how low Euro Yen can go. We're looking at 120s and below. This thing can go down to really, this 118, 119s. We've got 120s and 118, 119s. This thing can go lower, right? So a trend following trader, you may be doing something like this. Fibonacci extension, swing high to swing low, back up. All right. 127 for targets, right? Maybe even a little bit lower to 1618. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. 1618 lines right up with that structure level we just saw. That looks like a good level, right? You may be doing something like this, taking this, copy and pasting the previous move, drawing out what a one-to-one measured move would look like, right? And shooting for targets down here. So put yourself in this trend continuation trader's shoes, right? Put yourself, I know Jordan took this, I'm not sure if he's in the room today. Put yourself in this trend continuation trader's shoes. You're short here, right? Market's rallying, it's going down. Oh, baby, yes. Then look at this. What happens? What happens with price? Price spikes down and then gets sucked back up. What do you guys call this? For you non-trend continuation traders, what do you call this? It's not a trick question. Double bottom. Double bottom is a good sign for what type of trader? Marius is like, I call it opportunity. Right? Counter trend trader. Right? Now, in normal circumstances, this wouldn't be a problem, right? Counter trend traders are saying, okay, well, good rejection right there, good hold of previous structure. I'll look to get long. Trend continuation traders are saying, whatever. I'm shooting for an extension in the trend, right? Not a big deal. That's when buying and selling happens. Someone will test it out. Someone will eventually lose, right? The buyers are starting to buy down here. That's why you see the spike up, right? No doubt the sellers will beat it down again and test it as we're doing today, right? That's the game. But what about that trader that's a trend continuation and a counter trend trader? What do you do here? What happens, guys? My beautiful trend continuation setup just turned into a beautiful counter trend setup. What do I do? Do I stick with my trend continuation trade, my trend following trade? Do I buy it up on the counter trend trade? Because I'll tell you what, if the market, it's a lose-lose situation for that trader that wants to trade everything. Because I'll tell you what, if this holds and goes up, boom, I'm stopped out of my trend continuation trade. I'm like, oh, I should have took the double bottom. Ah, I would have been a winner. If I stop myself out of my trend continuation trade and buy the double bottom and the market goes down, oh, I should have stuck with my trend following trade. Should have been a winner. Now, Steve says whatever you entered first, that's hard to do, Steve, because guess what? You're always going to get that trend continuation trade before that double bottom occurs, right? Because you have that pullback, right? You have that pullback. You're always going to get the pullback before you can get a double bottom. I like the idea. You guys see the issue with trying to do so much at once, especially when you don't have a feel of the market yet, when you're just learning. You get these choices, you get these decision points, and then what do you end up doing? Right? You end up falling back on that confirmation bias. You're like, I don't know what to do. All right, let me click on CNBC. What are they saying? Yen's supposed to be strong. Okay, probably want to stay with the trend continuation trade, right? Go over to Trading View. Ooh, Greystone just posted an idea about a double bottom, getting long Euro Yen. Probably want to stop myself out and get involved in Euro Yen. Greystone knows what he's talking about. And then you're just on the roller coaster of emotions. And it ends up being one of those things where you close your eyes, you're just like, boom, you pick something. Right? You know that game where you're little and you spin the globe and you close your eyes on where you want to travel to, and you end up picking the ocean if you're like me. I pick the ocean every time. I hate that. All my friends picked a good place. They're like, oh, Spain, look at that, Spain, Africa. I'm like, Indian Ocean, yeah. Antarctica. Yeah. But you get caught up out there. You get caught up out in the ocean, guys. In no man's land. So for you guys that are newer to this, right? You will get to the point, or you can get to the point. No, you will get to the point, right? Because you guys are in here. You're focused on your education. You will get to the point where you can trade multiple strategies. And you can be the counter trend trader that also trends trend following situations, that trades consolidation and breakouts. Oh, yeah. You can do that. But it takes time. It takes time. It takes time. Think about it like a basketball player. Slowly add pieces to your game. You start off with a good jump shot, master your good jump shot. Then work on your off the dribble moves. Then work on your post-up game. And the more experience you get, the more filters you're going to naturally be able to add, because you're going to have that experience in the market. You're going to be able to use that if-then thought process and say, hey, whenever the market does this, here's what typically happens. And by doing that, you can add those filters that are going to really answer the question for you. Which side of the market should I be in? If I'm a daily chart trader, right? I don't trade off the daily chart, but let's say I'm a daily chart trader. I'm not touching this double bottom. Do you guys know why? Simple answer. I may do it on a lower time frame, but not on a daily chart. Do you know why? What's the filter I have for why I wouldn't trade this double bottom on a daily chart? RSI overbought. Nope, RSI's not overbought. Nope. Nope, nothing to do with RSI. Yep. Stop loss too big. Nope, not stop loss too big. Sarah says not. It's simpler than you guys think. Simpler than you guys think. Oh, okay, I get it. What did we just do? What is this right here? This is new structure low, right? We just broke structure to the downside, right? New structure low tells me what? I should be thinking trend continuation to the bearish side, right? So why, right? Unless we have previous structure, which we don't in this case, why would I want to get long if my analysis tells me that we're in a trend continuation mode? Boom. Simple as that. Simple as that. This looks like a trend to me. When I see a trend, I think continuation. Now again, based off this time frame, when you go down to the lower time frames, this is going to be its own level of structure in its own. So you could have a different story there. That's why the markets are unique to its time frame. But good lesson, guys. Yay, nay. Is that informative? All right. 4-hour chart. You know what? I'll tell you what. Greystone and I were looking at this level last night, right up here, for potential short opportunity. Again, we still have this. Right, so we're looking for that pullback in the structure. And go down to the 60. This is a nice level right here. Technically, our zone is like this. This is our potential reversal zone. I'm looking a lot closer to this. I like these big candles. I try not to talk about supply and demand. From what I've noticed in the past is that it confused a lot of people. So I just like to group everything as support and resistance or structure. But I do pay attention to big candles because these big candles, they don't happen by accident. Let's just put it that way. They don't happen by me or you entering positions. That doesn't call it. I can't make the market do that. So you want to pay attention to levels like this. If they were important in the past, there's a good chance they'll be important in the future. So looking at this level for a chance to get involved, you guys got any ideas? Kenny says bat formation there. Tommy says the same thing. Looks like it. Let's check it out. Let's take Fibonacci retracement. We can pull it from two levels as well. Let's pull it from this top level first. Swing high to swing low. Just missed the 50%. Or just missed the 618. Sorry, just missed the 618. What am I looking at? So X to A, A to B, B to C, C to D. This would give you a bat formation, bearish bat formation, which would give you a selling opportunity right up here at 121.83. Now that's a little higher than the level I wanted to get in, but it's still right kind of in that zone. So that's one way to get involved. Another way, let's go down to the lower time frame, would probably be, this would be a way for swing traders to get involved. Let's say, or intraday swing traders off the 60-minute chart. We go down to our day trading time frames. And if you're new, we do day trading and swing trading in this live room. Probably confuses a lot of people. But I feel that's the best way to go about it. Yeah, that's where I'm going to pull it. You know, I just wouldn't. I want to pull it from this level, guys. I want to pull it from this level. It would be the same thing, wouldn't it? I want to pull it from this level. This would be a Gartley. I just wouldn't do it. It would be that higher level. This would be you if you pulled it from this level, you made this your X. This would be a Gartley formation, which would fit a lot more in line with what I want to see. But what do I always tell you guys about pattern formations? What do I tell you not to do? Ouch. Crack in the neck. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, don't force them. And this feels like an opportunity. This feels like a pattern formation that I would force because I want to see an aggressive reason to get short here. See, the pros do it too. We can force stuff. I just know good enough not to go through with it. So I'd be looking at the bigger bat formation. That would be the one for me. I'd have to look for some type of structural reason to get involved in here, but we're still in that zone regardless, so it's not too big of a deal. Did we have a bat this morning on here? London guys, did we have a bat this morning? We did. Look at that. Look at that. London Live Rumors. Hopefully they caught this. X to A, A to B. B to C. C to D right here. Hit the 86. Rolled up for 2 targets. Didn't quite get the second one. Could see a move up there. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Well done. Ordered a couple keyboards, couple dozen boxes of tissues. I'm ready for some serious sweat. Bring it on. Yep. And when you get the back testing, get ready for that carpal tunnel. Better buy some replacement fingers. Or we had a trader. Man, was it maybe a month or so ago? He actually broke his arrow key on his keyboard. He broke his right arrow key. He put a picture on Twitter. He's like, you guys already know what I've been doing all weekend. My Twitter feed is so jacked up, or so busy, I should say. But he sent a picture of his arrow key being messed up, and I'm like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you know you're doing it good. Those are the 2 keys, guys. When you break your arrow key, or when you fall asleep. How many of you guys have fallen asleep back testing? Oh, yeah. That's the best, man. You wake up, you're like, 32, 32, 32, 32. Huh? 32. Oh. What time is it? All right, let's get 10 more in. That when I don't know if you ever have a dream about it. I got caught by the wife talking about Gartley's in the bed once. Almost got in trouble. Luckily, she knew what I was doing. Almost got me in trouble. I was sleeping. I'm sitting there like, you roll over, Gartley. You go over and roll over and give me what I need. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. She's like, what? I'm like, no, babe. Gartley. Gartley. Pattern. Gartley. Partly pattern. Roll over to target 1. Woo. Moral of the story, fellas. Never date a girl named Gartley. Might just get yourself in trouble. So, as we awkwardly adjust to a more trading related topic that won't get me in trouble. Let's go to what do you got? Pound yen next, guys? Pound. Well, now it's different. Now if I'm talking about Gartley's in my sleep, I'm like, yeah, Gartley. She wakes me up like, hey, did you win? Did you win? I'm like, yeah, babe, we won. So now she does. But back then, that's when she didn't really know what I was doing. It was just a lot of late nights, and listening to videos. Who knows what was going on? She's like, yeah, my boyfriend's always out late. Oh, what is he out partying? No. What is he out hanging with friends? Nah. He's always out late on his computer, hitting that darn right arrow key. I find Excel spreadsheets everywhere. I don't even know what they mean. It's got funny names. These things have wings on them. I don't know. But she was in all honesty, she was the most supportive person during my trading journey. You can imagine that the majority of people that I knew and talked to, they just they weren't very supportive at all. They were kind of like, really? You're doing that? Okay. Or it's like, are you sure you want to do that? And she was one that was really supportive through the whole process, which was great. She didn't have to be, and I wasn't the best person to her. I wasn't mean. I was just, when you go into that zone, trading came before everything. So there were times where I'd cancel dates, or she's supposed to come over and we'd watch like a TV series, and I get caught up in back testing or watching a trading video or something like that. It's like 3 hours later, she's sleeping. So, wasn't the best person, but she never complained about it. She stuck through with me. She allowed me to follow my dream. I bet on myself and she bet on me, and we won. So it worked out well. And I think about a lot of exes I used to have that probably wouldn't have done that. That probably wouldn't have allowed me to go through that period of struggle and anger and frustration, and who would have brought me down and just been like, hey, I think it's time you quit. And she never said that. She's like, keep going. It's bad. Just keep going. I see you're passionate about it. Keep doing it. And sometimes that's what you need, guys. You just need that kick. You need that coach. I guess that's what I am. But you need that coach. You need someone where you're feeling bad and it's like you're at rock bottom. You need them to slap you in the back of the head, be like, come on, keep going. Come on, you got this. You got this. You can do it. And it's just it's awesome when it works out. It seems like it's never going to work out. You guys have seen the picture. Let me see if I can share it with you real quick. I love this picture because this is how it really is. This is how it really is. It's this, stay alive, this, expectations, getting better, stuck, almost there, and then this part comes. And this is where you need that support. Because you went through all of this, right? And you're like, yes, and then it's just like, really? And this is where people quit. If they get this far. Most people never start. Most people are over here. They never even start this journey. But once you get here, this is where most people quit. And it really is, right? Like your worst times are right before you get successful. I started, again, before I came consistently profitable, I had mentally given up on trading. I was going broke. I had quit my jobs. I had saved up money to last about a year, and it just wasn't, or a year and a half. It just wasn't working. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start looking for a job probably in the summer. So I'm just going to, whatever. I'm just going to trade and blow the rest of this account. It's in there. I might as well just blow the rest of it. And, I had mentally thought, it just wasn't meant to be for me. Then this happened. Yep. But I'll tell you what, this is the part that everyone wants to get to, right? Everyone wants to get to this part, being a great trader. This is what builds your character. All of this. This is what builds your character. And for those who start off right here, that's why I say making money at the beginning is the worst thing you can do. Those who start off right here, they get here. And they can't recover because they haven't gone through the rest of this path. So anyway, before I start getting all emotional, because I don't have emotions, I'm a robot. Remy says, I watched your Periscope. I got lucky on purpose. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll shamelessly promote that before the break. I take part in a leadership group at a local college, and they wanted me to come in and share my story. And I kind of just shared with them the ups and downs I had, just even from high school, being from a very urban high school, and everyone telling you that you'll never make it unless you make it as a professional athlete. So, and they liked it. It was a cool story.